Hi everyone. So in class today I mentioned that I wouldn't have time to do this particular problem, the integral from 1 to e of x ln of x squared dx, which is a problem that requires integration by parts. So instead I'm going to make a video where we walk through it sort of more slowly. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is you need to guess a u and guess a dv. So remember, we have detail, a heuristic where we want to guess that the dv is closer to this end, and so this end is closer is dv, whereas the u's are closer to this end. So what do we see over here? Well, we see that we have a logarithm. We have this logarithm part, and so the logarithms are on the very far end, and so you might want to guess that that is what u is. And so in that case, let me use a different chalk color here. ln, maybe lat is this logarithm, and so you want to say that u is equal to logarithm of x squared. And of course, if that's what u is equal to, then dv has to be what's left over. And so what is this? We have x dx, which is algebraic. So we might guess that that is what our dv should be. So then we have dv is equal to x dx. And now, of course, we need to compute v and du. So then v is going to be 1/2 x squared. You don't have to worry about the c here because the c will come in later. And then we also need to deal with the u, which hopefully you can see. Yeah. So we also have to deal with the u here. And so what's the derivative of this? Well, du is going to be equal to, take the derivative. Derivative of logarithm is 1 over x squared, but then you have to use the chain rule, and so 1 over x squared times 2x dx. Right, so let's use the chain rule. You multiply that through, and you end up getting that du is equal to 2 over x dx. Okay? And now once you've done these two parts, then what you can do is you can plug it into this formula over here, and you get that this entire thing, that's going to be equal to, excuse me, that's going to be equal to plugging that in. So this is the integral of u dv. So uv, so u and v, so that's going to be 1/2 x squared natural log of x squared. And we're going to be taking this from 1 to e. And the other part is going to be minus the integral of v du. So v, of course, this is from 1 to e still. V du. So v is 1/2 x squared, 1/2 x squared. And we're going to multiply that by v du. Du is 2 over x times 2 over x dx. So I'm going to run out of space, but I'll copy all this up in a moment. But let's first do a little bit of simplification. So if we do a little bit of simplification here, we find that we plug in 1 and e into here. So this is going to be equal to 1/2 times e squared times ln of e squared. But ln of e is just equal to 1 because the natural logarithm of e is 1 by definition. And so the ln of e squared is going to be equal to 2 because by the logarithm rules, you can move this 2 out in front. So that's going to be equal to times 2. And now when you're plugging in 1, what you get is minus 1/2 times 1 squared, which is times 1 squared, times, well, what's logarithm of 1? Logarithm of 1 is 0, so that's 0. So this entire term actually goes to 0, and these two terms cancel out. So this thing ends up just being e squared, so I'm going to rewrite this all as just e squared minus, e squared, wait, what just happened there? Oh yeah, the 2 cancels out. So minus the integral from 1 to e of, multiply this through, the 2's cancel out, and of course, one of the x's cancels out. And so then you're left with just x dx. And I'm going to write this up top now because I need the space. So let's put this all the way up here. So this is then going to be equal to, well, that's e squared minus the integral of x dx. So that's going to be 1/2 x squared from x equal 1 to x equal e. We evaluate this, and that's going to give you, that's equal to e squared minus, plug in e for x, so 1/2 e squared minus, well, we're just plugging in 1, that's just 1/2. And so then this entire thing is I'm going to erase this part now. And so this entire thing is equal to e squared minus 1/2 e squared. So that's 1/2 e squared plus 1/2. And this is your answer to this integration by parts problem. And so in the example on the slides, that would be answer D, since it's 1/2 e squared. Oh, sorry, not D. It would be answer B, 1/2 e squared plus 1/2. Hopefully that helps, and I will see you all in class later.